Hey guys, this is Tashina from Logical Harmony. You're about to see my Paula's Choice Favorites video. I filmed this a couple of weeks ago, and after it was filmed, they did release an updated FAQ statement on their use of the word vegan. And Paula's Choice does use shared equipment with other companies. This is a really common practice, and this is what they were noting in their FAQ. And it really confused and concerned a lot of people, so I wanted to take a couple minutes and kind of explain a little bit more about what this means. I do have a post about this on Logical Harmony, as well as one explaining like the use of the words may contain, and I will link to both of those down below. So their FAQ says that even if they used 100% synthetic ingredients, the facilities in which our products are made may formulate for other brands that use animal-derived ingredients. This is extremely common in the makeup, cosmetics, skincare, as well as the food industry. You see it a lot on food packaging where it says like may contain dairy or nuts, or made in the same facility as milk or nuts. It's often used because of allergens in food. And in cosmetics and skincare, more and more there are companies that aren't comfortable saying things are vegan if they're made on shared equipment, because a lot of things like carmine, for example, is an allergen. And so a lot of companies don't want to say these things are completely vegan because they don't know what other ingredients these other companies are using. When they use the same facilities, they're not sharing ingredients, but they are sharing the equipment that the products are made in or made on. And while they are definitely cleaned between each use, there is that small chance that there's some cross-contamination that could occur. It's very common, and a lot of brands, instead of saying, hey, we use shared equipment, they do say, our stuff is vegan. So this is just Paula's Choice choosing to be very transparent. They do still have a ton of vegan products. I have a full list on Logical Harmony. In fact, the majority of their products are vegan, but because of the shared equipment, they don't want to use that term because they just don't feel totally comfortable with it when there's a chance that there's a tiny bit of something in there that is from a previous batch from a different brand. So I hope that helps explain to you guys and make you feel more comfortable with the brand or ease any concerns or confusion that you might have had, and I hope you guys like this video. Hey guys, this is Tashina from Logical Harmony. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing my favorite vegan products from Paula's Choice. I wanted to keep today's video pretty simple. A lot of people have asked me a lot about Paula's Choice. They're an amazing cruelty-free skincare brand. They have tons of vegan options. They have skincare, they have some makeup. Their product range is a little intimidating at first if you've never used them. I definitely felt that way. I know some of you guys have told me you feel that way too. And it was highly requested that I do a video sharing my favorites from Paula's Choice. I do have a lot of their products. I love trying new stuff from them because I find that their skincare is very effective, and I just wanted to share some of my absolute favorites with you today. If you guys aren't familiar with me, I upload videos 3 days a week. All the brands I use are cruelty-free, all the products are vegan, and you can follow me on Instagram at Logical Harmony. And I do think it's important to note that I do have combination dry skin, so sometimes it gets a little bit oily, but it tends to be more on the dry side. And Paula's Choice does really take your skin type into account with your skincare. They make it really easy to search by skin type or concern. So if you are concerned about anti-aging or dark spots or things like that, they have all these different navigation menus to help you find the right product for you. One of my favorites is the Resist. This is the Daily Smoothing Treatment 5% AHA for normal and dry skin. It's a glycolic acid. This is like a chemical exfoliant. So I will use this after I wash my face. Typically at night is when I use this one, and I just put a little bit on a cotton round and just go over my entire face and my neck. I feel like since I've started using this, I've seen a big improvement in the texture of my skin. It definitely has helped, and this says that it helps to smooth out wrinkles. I feel like I've seen that a little bit, but I've also been using a few other Paula's Choice products that combat that as well, so I'm not sure if it's from this specific product, but I think that if you have dry skin and you're looking for a good chemical exfoliant, this is a really great one to try out because it is very gentle. And Paula's Choice has really great instructions for how to start using these if you've never used a chemical exfoliant before. So I would definitely suggest starting small there because sometimes your skin can get a little more sensitive. I also have their Skin Perfecting 2% BHA liquid, which is a salicylic acid. I use this one not all over my face. I use this as a spot treatment. So if I have a blemish, I will put a little bit of this on a Q-tip at night and just dab it on, and like by the morning, that thing is gone. I also find this is a little bit more effective for some of the texture that I have on my face. There's one area in particular that has some stubborn texture that this has not helped with, but this seems to be helping. This is definitely a little bit harsh, which is why I don't use it all over my face. Just on my skin type, it's a little bit much. That's why I use it as a very specific spot treatment and put it only where I need it. This one I've heard can be really good if you have large pores, like on your nose, things like that. I did try that and it was a little too harsh for my skin type, so I've recently picked up a travel size of a different one that will help reduce pore size. But I think this could be a really good option if you have oily or acne prone skin. This one I actually picked up because Rianne was talking about it so much, and it is their Resist Intensive Wrinkle Repair Retinol Serum. I have not been able to be without this since I first started using it. I think I've gone through a few of these by now. It is such a nice serum. I use it at night, and it does really, really help to make a difference in the texture of my skin and the tone. So this says that it helps repair wrinkles and sun damage. I feel like since I've started using it, I have seen a difference in my fine lines. Again, that could be the combination of these two, but I started using this one first, and I used this one for a little bit longer. It says that it can also help reduce dark spots too, which I do get questions about, so this might be a good one to try. And this is just such a great serum to add into my skincare routine. I will mix this with my other skin oils and just apply them to my entire face. I have the Resist Hyaluronic Acid Booster. So this you can put on, it says once or twice daily. I typically just use this at night. A lot of the Paula's Choice skincare I use only at night because it can make my skin a little more sensitive to the sun. And even though I'm going to be wearing sunscreen and things to protect it, I just prefer to err on the side of caution, and also applying it less will help reduce any sensitivity. So I will mix like 2 drops of this in with my Resist serum and whatever other serums I'm using and put that on my face. I have definitely also noticed a difference in my skin tone and texture since I started using this. My skin just feels softer, and it feels, I don't know, it feels better. I don't know how else to explain it, but I did notice a big difference once I started adding this in. And hyaluronic acid is really good for helping with moisture in your skin, which if you struggle with dry skin like I do, that can be a big problem. So this has definitely helped to reduce some of the random dry patches that I get. I will get them sometimes, especially when the weather's crazy like it has been, and it'll just be like one huge flaky dry patch of skin. And I've been using this and I haven't had that problem at all since I started using it. Another serum that I wanted to talk about is their Resist Omega Plus Complex. This is a really, really good just general serum. So no matter what your skin type, this is a really great one to try out. It's just very nourishing and moisturizing, and this is one that I will use in the morning because I can apply it after I wash my face and before my sunscreen. It just absorbs quickly. It feels really nice. So it doesn't really like have any specific targeted skincare goal as far as like reducing wrinkles or reducing spots, but it's just a really good nourishing serum. And another one that you guys have heard me talk about so many times, this one I also picked up because Rianne told me I needed to get it. It is their Radiance Renewal Mask. So this is an overnight mask. You put it on as the final step of your nighttime skincare routine. It is crazy the difference that it has made in my skin. When I apply this in the morning, I can visually see a difference in how luminous and glowy my skin is. It doesn't look flat. It just looks nourished. It looks hydrated. It looks fresh. It does have more of a glow. This stuff is amazing. I've gone through so many of these as well. It's definitely on my regular skincare routine, and I use this probably 2 or 3 nights out of the week. It says apply at least once weekly or as often as desired. So you could definitely use this as much as you want. I don't think it's gonna hurt your skin, but it's just a really, really nice mask. Those are my favorites from Paula's Choice. Let me know your guys' favorites in the comments. I'll see you in my next video.